And it's your boy HB Bizzle. You could call me Hustle Boy for short. And yeah, I got you in another video. And if you don't know, this is Hussle in the Studio FastBreak. And what these videos are about, they are about me going behind the scenes, breaking down the music that I release to the public. And what if you new and don't know what's going on, then you will want to go to my channel, which is HB Bizzle TV. You could, you see it, and the link in the description as well. But you can go there. You can go see that I break my music down that I release. You feel me? Because I am a writer, recording artist, and a music producer, and I also rap and perform it as well. So if you want to see how I do it, my professional way, my take on what I think professional is, then be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can always stay up to date. This new EP that just dropped, Hussle in the Studio Volume 1. I know y'all was wondering why these videos was called Hussle in the Studio FastBreak and all that. This is why. They call Hussle in the Studio FastBreak because I got an EP series I've been working on. And this is just the first installment. This is the first song from the first installment. You feel me? For the new fans. I'm iterating for the new fans. The ones that's been here, they already know what's going on. So give me a quick second. So yeah, so Hussle in the Studio is basically an EP series I'm working on, and it's dedicated to me taking my time and putting all my focus into the studio, like into making music, into perfecting my craft from every aspect I could think of, you feel me? Whether it's making beats, whether it's my delivery, you know what I mean? So yeah, like every EP I drop, I'm gonna have videos with song breakdowns. So this one in particular, I don't want to take too much up of your time. So this first song I got in particular is the first song off of the project called No License. And if you haven't checked that out, make sure you go check it out. It's on all platforms right now, available to the public. And without further ado, this is the song. I'm going to give you the first part. And what we're really going to focus on in this video is the chorus. I'm not going to really too much focus on the verse for the simple fact of this song got a lot going on. Like I got a bridge, I got a chorus, I got a hook. Like I got a lot of stuff going on in this song. So I want you to really like take your time. So I don't want to waste up I don't want to take up too much of your time. So with that being said, I'm only going to try to focus on the hook. So let's go. No license. No license. Let me turn it up, so my bad. Look, I remember right around. No license. Look, I remember right around. Sky with no license on the dead end road. Trying to make it constantly fighting, feeling trapped. Before the music, all I had was the street. Make it wind up in the song where you standing in this game. You keep on bullshit and playing around the fucking nose. So, as you can see, I did my little 1-2 on that, you feel me? And I got a little auto-tune. And what I did a little auto-tune and I did a little EQ and compressing. You know, I did my basics, you feel me? I don't know what nobody else's basics is, but that's what my basics is. So I'm finna go ahead and run you through these suckers real quick and show you how I did it. So the first thing I did was I came through this bitch. When I came through this bitch is off the dribble, because I think when I recorded this session, I had some noise enables. So when I recorded this session, the first thing I did was I came through and I dropped me a noise gate on. Now, I didn't really need the noise gate, but like shit, it's better to be safe than sorry in a lot of situations when you're dealing with this music shit. You feel me? So this how I sound with it, and this how it's gonna. I'm gonna show you how I sound with it, and then I'm gonna show you how I sound without it afterwards. Look, I remember riding around, strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it, constantly fighting, feeling trapped. Look, I remember riding around, strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it, constantly fighting, feeling trapped. Okay, so this with the noise
Before
gate.
the music, all I had was the streets. I remember riding around, strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it, constantly fighting, feeling trapped.
And this without the noise gate.
Before the music, all I had was the streets.
I'm gonna let it start over. So yeah, here we go one more time with it and without. I'm gonna play it both. So I gave you at first I gave it to you when it played through. It was mostly without it, and then I turned it on towards the end, and I left it on that whole time. It just ran through. So now we're gonna play it with it and without it. It's a slight difference because, like I said, I didn't have a noisy background.
Strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it, constantly fighting, feeling trapped.
Without
it. Before the music, all I had was the streets. I remember riding around,
like you can barely tell it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can barely tell it. And honestly, if you can hear the noise gate, then you're probably doing something wrong. Like, and if you're using Logic and you want to see what I got it set on, here you go right here. It's on the screen. But, you know, I play everything by ear personally. Like, I'm good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm raw. Go read a book. Don't think you could just do like I do. Go read a book. My boy. Because you could bite the settings, but that don't mean it's going to sound like, no, I'm just playing. But no, for real. Read a book, because that's what I did. Learn everything you need to learn for what you want to learn. I mean, for what you're trying to do. Once you learn all of it, throw all that shit out the way and break the rules. Because the way I look at it is, you can't break the rules until you learn the rules. You feel me? Like, that's just how it is. Like, I ain't going to lie to you. It's just real with me. After that, I jumped dead into the auto-tune. Like, I put my auto-tune on it and gave it that, and so I can give it that sound I wanted. And this how it sounded with the auto-tune on it.
Look, no I remember riding around, strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it, constantly fighting, feeling trapped.
Without it.
Before the music, all I had was the streets. I remember riding around, strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it, constantly fighting, feeling trapped. Before the music, all I had was the streets. Streets.
So yeah, that's how that sound, you feel me? Like I say, if you want to bite the settings, I got it on the screen for you, my guy. Yeah, I'm trying not to get too technical because I don't really know all the technicalities like that. Straight up. I know what I know and I know what I don't. I know a little bit about a lot. Know what I mean? So yeah, and then after I put the auto-tune on, me personally, I try not to use too many effects. I try to get to the point and do exactly what it is I'm trying to do. And for me, I'm always trying to achieve levelness and clarity. You feel me? I don't want my voice to be bouncing around too much and fucking up other frequencies. So I try to tame my voice, you feel me, and whether it be via compressor or EQ. But most of the time I do use both. And I always, if you're new to this video, hold on. Before I say this, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, man. And make sure you following me, man, on TikTok, on Instagram, and on motherfucking Threads. I'm going to make sure all the links in the description. And if you're looking for any of the music that you see in any of my videos, it is available on all platforms, and I will leave most of the links in the description, like such as SoundCloud, Apple Music, and Spotify. But yeah, if you don't know, I always level First thing I do is well, not really. Well, most time I compress before I do anything, but unless I got auto tune on. So I put my noise gate on, clear out my background, and then after I did that, I turned around and I put on my auto tune. And after I put my auto tune on, I put my compressor on. And my compressor, see the thing about my compressor, and I'm sorry for all these plosives, but see the thing about my compressor is this: with me, I use two compressors damn near every time I make a mix. And my first compressor is always to level everything out, you feel me? And I'm gonna give you an example of that right now.
Look, I
And I'm gonna
remember
stop playing it with the
riding
beat too
around,
for right
strapped
now.
with no license on the dead end
And
road,
this
trying to make
is
it constantly
with the
fighting,
compressor.
feeling trapped.
Now we're gonna turn it
Before
off.
the music, all I had was the streets.
You see how
I
I got loud?
remember riding around, strapped with no
My
license
voice
on the
kind of
dead
everywhere, right?
end road, trying to make
After
it
I put that
constantly
auto tune
fighting,
on.
feeling
Now watch
trapped.
this. This with it.
Before the music, all I had was the streets.
All right, so I got the threshold set to -30, you feel me? And that's because I wanted it to grab just about everything, you feel me? Not all of the stuff that the noise gate knocked out, except for the stuff that the noise gate knocked out. So, and then I set the ratio to 11:1, 11:0:1. And because I felt like that was just a good ratio. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of guessed with that a little bit, you feel me? I not guess, but poor choice of words. Well, I don't guess. I use my ear. You feel me? I do like I told y'all earlier. I do a lot of stuff by ear, and then I gave it 6 dBs of makeup. You feel me? And 6 dBs of makeup is basically just a little boost to bring everything up. That's all it is. It just mean turn everything up. 6 dBs. I turned it up 6 dBs just to keep it simple. So then after we did that, and like I said, after I explained it to you, let me go ahead and show it to you again. So you can really, now you understand what I'm saying. Now you can really hear it for yourself. This with the compressor.
Look, I remember riding around, strapped with no license on the dead
without
end
it.
road, trying to make it constantly
Hold on.
fighting, feeling trapped.
Right No
Before the
compressor.
music, all I had was the streets. I remember riding around, strapped with no license on the.
See what I mean? So yeah, that compressor leveled everything out of there. With the makeup gain on the compressor, I got a chance to turn it up. You feel me? Just to smidge it, cause I never with my first compressor, I never try to turn it up too much because I don't want that first compressor to be working too hard. I just, like I said, I use my first compressor for taming. And then I come back with my EQ. Now when I come back with this EQ, this is where I do my cleaning at. This is where I clean my shit at. You feel me? I take out a shit ton of the low end, you feel me? At the super low end part, the middle low end part, the fucking high end, I boost at like 6K. Sometimes lately this is an older mix, but lately I actually been cutting it out at 8K a little bit because I've been boosting at like 4, 5K, maybe 6, but cutting at 8 because for some reason I've been getting a shit ton of syllabus. So yeah, that's how I did that, and this how I sound with the EQ and without the EQ.
Look, I remember riding around, strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it constantly fighting,
Without the
feeling
EQ.
trapped.
Sound real muddy. You feel me? I got rid of all that mud. And yes, this wasn't a preset. This is really how I do my EQ, goddammit.
On the dead end road, trying to make it constantly fighting, feeling trapped.
And I know some people don't really like their voice. I mean, for me, when I do my EQing, sometimes I want my voice to be thin, and this was one of the tracks I wanted my voice to be kind of thin, my initial vocal to be thin on, because I was going to lay the hell out of it, you feel me? In which I did, as you can see, I laid it 3 times. So yeah. So I made it thin, so when I brought the other ones back in, it didn't sound so cluttered and all that mess, you feel me? So let me give you an example of that, like I said, with the EQ and without the EQ, so you can really get the feel of what I'm saying to you.
Look, I remember
with
riding
EQ.
around, strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it, constantly fighting,
Without the
feeling
EQ.
trapped. Before the music, all I had was the streets. I remember riding around, strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it, constantly fighting, feeling trapped. Before the music, all I had was the streets.
Yeah.
Look, I remember riding around
with old license. So yeah, after I brought that EQ in, man, I used one of my favorite plugins to date. And that is the Renaissance AXX. And if you don't know, you finna know, nigga. The Renaissance RAXX is, my bad, the Renaissance AXX. I don't actually know what this plugin is, to be honest with y'all. I truly don't know, but I use it as a compressor. I'm gonna be honest. I use it as my final compressor, and what I feel like it do, I feel like it glue my shit together. And some people feel like gluing your shit together ain't a real thing. That's, you feel me? But I feel like that's what it do. So for when I get ready to level everything, I feel like everything be sit. And it helps it sit perfect in the mix. So this how it sound with it and without it.
Look, I remember riding around, strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it, constantly fighting, feeling trapped.
This without it.
Before the music, all I
like it's a
had
subtle
was the
difference.
streets.
This one I may need to play the music with.
Strapped with no license on the dead end road, trying to make it, constantly fighting, feeling trapped.
Like you can hear it a little bit. You may need to listen with headphones.
The music, all I had was the streets.
No
Look,
AXX.
Strapped with no license on the dead road, trying to make it, constantly fighting, feeling trapped.
Like I feel like it made it sit on top of the mix. You feel me? Like like on top of the mix, not too far over the beat. I felt like it made it blend good with the instruments, and that's typically what I use it for. So, yeah, man. As you know, for me, I typically copy and paste most of my plugins, and then after I copy and paste, I go through and I find different ways to carve my tracks out, so to speak. You feel me? And when I say carve them out, I just simply mean like make space for everything. So that's copy and paste everything. Then I go back and probably might throw a filter here, might throw a spreader there. You feel me? I might pan this, might pan that. And that's really how I finalize the mix. You feel me? By doing things of that nature. But overall, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all got something from this video, you feel me? Because I really do enjoy making these videos. And we're going to make sure we put these suckers out just as often as we put these projects out, man. Because overall, bro, that's what these projects are about. They are about me showing y'all that my hustle is in the studio, bro. My hustle ain't me my hustle ain't me selling drugs no more. My hustle ain't me standing on the corner no more. My hustle ain't me working for somebody. That none of that bullshit. Like my hustle is me in the studio. Like this my drug I'm selling now, bro. I'm selling music. Music is my drug, and I'm your motherfucking plug, baby.
On some major shit, check my mixtape, I ain't got no average shit. Plus every time that I spit it be the realest shit. Big dog where I'm from, man, I run shit. And I don't never think I love. I ain't never run from nothing, cause in real life I'm a thug. I broke bread with the plugs. And shot at a few niggas that was acting like they tough.